I've never been to this mall, huh?
Oh.
Cateo Bar Lounge.
So how are we moving? How we came through? We came through here, right?
No.
We came through the roundabout here.
No, we came through the other turn then.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because this one goes to Bauleni Pro.
Yeah. I think you might run a bit route actually.
Bauleni?
Oh. Beginning of Bauleni, yeah.
Oh, and then you came out from that same road, Kumbuya. You did a bit, trying to avoid a bit of traffic, but...
Actually, I was deliberately doing that because I was getting more footage. So usually for these high-density areas, when I'm exploring, you can't drive, right? But cycling is perfect.
Oh, so you cycled through?
No, yesterday so I've cycled through here, but yesterday I decided to deliberately use... I knew that was going to be busy, but I wanted to get some video footage of the place. Yeah.
Bauleni. So it's very densely populated, this place.
Extremely so. I mean, if you look at my houses, it's not looking structures like that, squished together. And what I noticed this one time when I was cycling through here is, you know, there's certain things we take for granted, like access to like proper sanitation, right? It took me a while for me to realize what was going on, but I kept seeing people moving with those drums, right? Then I realized they don't have tap water, right? So you draw water from probably some central location. Then you have to ferry it wherever it is you live. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very common in the...
Yeah, but I mean, my thinking fiction is always, we shouldn't really be living like that in 2022, right?
Especially in the city.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Maybe even in the villages.
They're not even in the village. You know, sometimes...
Not even in the villages.
In fact, you know, fiction some days, and I think, these people were training, right? Like engineers, for instance. Not just what actually. If you look at the structures in the villages, I've always been thinking, has no one thought about coming up with like low cost housing models for our situation?
Villages, yeah. Things that I think our model is always, I don't know, maybe that's what we think modernism is. I mean, the goal seems to always, but this guy is driving.
You're not supposed to be driving
things
through
in
here.
the, and a very congested residential area. I mean, so the thinking is always that the way out for people in rural setups is to leave those places and go and settle in town, or urbanization of those rural setups, and by urbanization means just okay, so it used to be a village and now it gets assimilated into the local council setup, and now people now start building town like houses. There's very little in terms of can we do anything to improve the livelihoods. Okay.
This is what I was talking about, by the way, Fix.
Oh, yeah. So the way they are, you know, the way they live and the sort of structure, I mean, can we do a few things? So we do. I know there've been efforts, you know, things like people do go and do boreholes, you know, at a village level, so they'll do like a central borehole and thing. But I think there's a lot more, like you are saying, you know, where people could design, taking into consideration.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you can't be living in a grass thatched house in 2022, right? I feel bad when
if you are, it should be, maybe it should show some progress, right? Because the grass thatched houses that you have today are the same ones that you had in the
100 years ago.
100 years ago. So maybe there should have been a bit more progress. It's the same thatch, but maybe now the thatching could have been a bit more professional and a bit more taking into consideration a few things. You know?
But I at the same time I have an idea, or we can speculate as to why this is happening. Right? There are no incentives, right? A person who might be excited about doing something like this would need some sort of compensation.
Oh yeah.
You can't invest time doing that because you can't make any money from that. You can't make a living out of that.
Yeah, you'd rather do something that the World Bank would.
Yes, or you do plans for people that are building in Lusaka. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
In the name of green energy solutions and whatnot.
But so again, at the same time, my thinking is always I look at, if you look at an entity like UNZA or CPU, these people that were graduating, right? These are things that can be done at maybe 4th year, you know. And this is what I try to do, by the way. Some of these projects I work on, these are projects that a normal, like if there's some sort of software being implemented, a normal developer will not waste time doing that because there's no money to be made, right? But we know that students can do this as part of some research project or something. You know, but so it's quite unfortunate and sad. And this idea of migration, by the way, if you look at these Nigerian movies, the so-called villages that the Nigerians, things that the Nigerians will call village, you find nice structures there.
Oh yeah.
My thinking is we should aspire to be at that level as well.
Yeah. So, yeah.